Good day and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I welcome you. And if you are a returning viewer, I welcome you back. My name is Martin and I will be your host today for this video. I just wanted to address some comments and some more information on my last video about Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States of America. It's quite interesting. I'm just looking at some comments and looking at some polls, and wow, it got the emotions going on some of you. It's quite interesting to see how polarizing not only the topic can be, but also your president of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump. Yeah, got a lot of comments. And that video got, I think so far, 1,800 views. So it is a passionate topic, it appears. So let's take a look at that. I'm just looking at a poll here. It says on the CTV News poll that a large majority of Canadians reject Trump's annexation overtures. Poll suggests. So it looks like a lot of Canadians and Americans are opposed to the whole idea of Canada becoming the 51st state. Why is that? Well, some people were saying that the only reason why the Trump administration would want to take over Canada is to access the minerals and resources that Canada possesses. You know, Canada has a large forestry industry, both in British Columbia and Ontario and further north. We have gold reserves up in the mining. We have diamond mines up north. We've got a lot of resources. We've got fresh water, so many things, coal, oil, gas. So it would be a beneficial thing for the United States, obviously, to garner. But would it be beneficial to Canada? Mr. Trump, President Trump says it would be. You know, he says our taxes would be lower and a bunch of other things that he has said. So I don't know. I'm just interested in other people's comments. I'm not going to, express my opinion too much because this is not a political channel per se. But I like to get conversations going. Maybe poke the beast a little bit and see what kind of comments there are. Now, some comments were made that if you want to leave Canada and go to the States, great, get the heck out of town. Well, I don't know, was that addressed to me or was that just addressed to anybody that thinks that way? I don't know, and I don't really care. It's I just like to get a conversation going, and it's interesting to think of things. One thing I do like for people to think outside the box or tear the walls down of the box. Have conversations, look at things completely different than they have in the past. That's how you get new ideas and the ability to perhaps do new things. So I just like over what the Trump administration or President Trump is talking about with the Gaza Strip over there in Israel, in that area of the world, where he's talking about relocating the Palestinians for a while and then rebuilding that whole area, making it like the jewel of the Middle East. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that Beirut in Lebanon was like the jewel of the Middle East back in the 70s and early 80s. And then, of course, with decades of war and whatnot, it's been decimated over time too. But I've seen videos and still photography of Beirut and areas in Lebanon. The world keeps changing. You know, when was the last time the United States got a new state? Probably Hawaii, the 50th state. Before that, I think it was Alaska, the 49th state, if I'm correct. And that was back in the 50s, maybe 60s. I'm not sure. So, why not have things that are so dramatic change in North America? Now I'm talking about United States, Canada, and Mexico as North America. You see the boundaries and the borders change all the time in Europe and perhaps other African countries, maybe South Asian countries. So the world keeps changing, and for the folks who have other beliefs, the world's going to change drastically again soon. So it's interesting. Like I say, I just wanted to address that video and come on here and just let you know that it's okay to disagree and it's okay to get passionate, because we all live on this planet together, and we're all going to have differences of opinion. Let's just hope that these differences of opinion do not escalate into war, because a lot of times that's how wars start, is countries want to expand, and that's been cases of that throughout history. Even like the great UK, the United Kingdom, Britain, it expanded, right? It took over large parts of the world. The Roman Empire took over large parts of the world. That's what Germany wanted to do in the 1930s, right? So things continue to change. People continue to have differences of opinion, which is good. Keep the conversation going. As I mentioned before, I have a good friend that was in the military, the Canadian military, and he spent many years. He was a machine gunner over in Bosnia-Herzegovina in the 90s when they had the conflicts over there. And he said that he has probably for the last 40 years been a separatist here in Alberta, wanting Alberta to separate from the rest of Canada. And he's given numerous explanations why. And he actually started to form his own federal political party. And he had a lot of good things, talking about ending transfer payments to Eastern Canada. He said he had nothing in common with the folks who live in Toronto and so forth. So it's interesting. I've had good conversations with him over the years as well. So, like I say, we all have our opinions. We all have, and some of the opinions are not necessarily well thought out. And I am by no means an expert. There's things that I don't know, and I haven't looked into that well. I can talk pretty good about things if I know what I'm talking about. But if I don't know the answers, or I don't know the subject very deeply, I can't get into it, because other people who have spent the time, who are much smarter than I am, can run circles around my any of my objectives or whatever. So, okay, friends, I just wanted to come on here, do a quick video, and keep the conversation going. Like I say, I can't see it happening. I wouldn't even know how that would happen. But it's interesting that these conversations are taking place, and that so many people are fired up about it. Is Donald Trump, who wrote The Art of the Deal, trolling us all? Who knows? But anyway, if you like this video, like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend.